since I came back on this channel and let folks know that I had been struggling with a little bit of weight regain over the last couple of months. I cannot tell you how much the outpouring of support that I've received from this community. This, like, literally, it's just a small community. I've got like 40 people on one site and 60 people on another. That is not a huge amount of people, right? When we look at social media standards. But I cannot tell you how much the comments and the struggles that you've shared with me have meant. When I first decided to start doing this Finish Stronger project, it was to help people. It was what I wanted to do. I wanted to pay some of the things that I had learned forward to others. And I feel like I lost track of that mission right after I lost my job here a few months ago. And that passion's back. I've been making videos, I've been posting regularly, and it's made a huge difference. Just having a few people come out and say that they're with me in the struggle. So what have I been doing that's different? I tell you, I'm mindfully eating and I've laid off the alcohol. I mentioned in the first video that I don't think I have an issue with alcohol, but alcohol helps me make bad food decisions. So if I have a couple of beers at the end of the day, I get the efforts. And suddenly I don't care as much about tracking and staying to program. And that's what alcohol is supposed to do, right? Is lower our inhibitions for good or for bad. So that's one thing I stopped doing. Another thing that I stopped doing was ordering out as much. We had become like DoorDash fiends because it's easy, it's simple, it's right there on your phone. And I'm preparing my own foods again. And the thing is, like this time around, and I think it's really critical. Like every time that those of you who struggled with your weight, you know exactly what I'm going to talk about here. Our weight looks like this, right? And we go up and down. And when we have things that are working, which bring us back down to a certain weight before we start to regain. And every time we fail, we take some tools with us from that failure that we can move forward to the next one. And as I look at all the times that I've gained and lost weight in my life, there's been just one little trick that I've learned or one recipe that's really helped. And now I think the reason why this has become so much easier is I have a catalog of recipes of things that I know that I like to eat. My my philosophy is find things that are 85% as tasty and about 70% more healthy for me and eat those things. And I've come up with some great recipes. Some of them I've even posted videos about. They're here on the channel. I think under weight loss recipes or whatever. I don't know. Scroll through the channel, you'll find it. But I think I have those tools and it's just easier for me. I understand how my body works. I understand how my hunger cravings work now. And I understand what I need to do to hack those. And things are going well. It's the holiday season, so there are some things that I'm a little bit nervous about, right? We have events coming up. But, you got to love yourself, right? You got to love yourself enough to make changes. And loving yourself means giving yourself a pass every once in a while. And I've got a dinner coming up with a friend that I know that I'm probably going to have a few more calories than I need to. I've got a Christmas Eve dinner coming up with my extended family. That's a time for celebration and some more eating and some food stuff. I don't think I'm going to have a hard time staying away from the alcohol because I've got tips and tricks around, stay away from that. One, I'm really into some of the fine craft NAs that are out there right now. If you like craft beer, Athletic Brewing and Best Day Brewing have some amazing craft NA beers. So there are tips and tricks that I've just learned along the way that I think are going to help me as I continue. My weight continues to drop. I obviously had a spike right after Thanksgiving, but I understand how water weight works, and I know how that things just, they fall off by the end of the week. So things have been going pretty good. This is dribble. I never script these things, so I'm kind of just emptying my soul to my audience here. But I tell you, like, I understand the struggles of a heavy person, and any tips or tricks that I can pay forward, please let me know down in the comments. If you're struggling with a particular issue let me know. All I can say is this: set very small goals, accomplish them, and those will help you build your confidence to move forward. If you're going to fail, fail fast and learn from your failures, and then move them forward to continue your journey. Nothing is terminal here. The only thing terminal is if we continue with our bad habits, because we will get a terminal disease. Obesity is one of the number one predictors of several cancers and other terminal illnesses, heart disease, there's all kinds of things, diabetes, right? I'm not a doctor, but it's if we stay heavy, we're not going to enjoy our lives. And I'm telling you, another thing is understanding that we are never as heavy, I think, as we picture ourselves to be. Things can get worse, right? Like, I was feeling heavy up at 220, but you know what I wasn't? I wasn't 269, right? And I'm feeling pretty good. I'm down in those 210s again, and I'm feeling better. I don't look in the mirror and judge myself the way that I used to. I can remember when I used to look in the mirror after I'd regained some weight, and of course I'd be off program for like 6-7 months, maybe even a year, and I'd look at myself in the mirror and I would say, EB, what the hell have you done to yourself? And I'd be so judgy of myself. Let me tell you something. We're harder on ourselves than we are on other people. So, when I would tell myself that, I was not setting myself up for success. And I think the mindset change that I've had, and I don't want this to seem narcissistic in any way, but I really make a point not to tell myself negative shit anymore. Like, when I look in the mirror, I go, you know what? You're doing the best you can, and you've got this. You've been down there before. You're going to get there again because you know what you're doing. And you make those affirmations to yourself, some little switch flips, and you gain that confidence that you need, right? You gain that, it helps you build your resilience. Gives you that self-efficacy that you need to make these meaningful changes, because this is hard. There's things that we can do to make it easier, but massive weight loss change is hard. It doesn't just change our body, we have to change our mind. Listen, I'm gonna let y'all go. If you've watched to the end, bless you. Like, I can't believe that you were willing to stick with me this long. Subscribe to the content. I promise you there's better stuff than this coming out. Until next time, love yourselves, be kind to others, and no matter where you're starting from, you can finish stronger. We got this.